Hey, hi team. Thanks for joining the call. Let's wait for Arun as well. Then we can quickly get started.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks Arun for joining the call. Okay, so yesterday, most of you missed the class, right? Yesterday we discussed on what is AWS S3. So hope you have gone through the recording. If not, please go to the recording again. Okay, so yesterday we discussed on AWS S3. What is AWS S3? What are the features we have? What is cost optimization, high availability, durability? Like we discussed many things in AWS S3. So just go through those recording and concepts again. So today we
Sir, that screen is not seen, sir.
screen means I'm not at sharing this.
Not now.
Like,
In that recording.
Today's
recording
class.
screen is not visible.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. Maybe actually yesterday what happened is I think as we are unable to do the screen share in this right in this interface, we did the class on Google Cloud, Google Meet. So maybe that's why that screen is not visible. Mm, okay. Let me check after this class. Like I think maybe you hear the voice, but the screen is not visible, right? So
Yes.
then,
Yes, sir, exactly.
okay, okay. Let's see how we can resolve that. I mean, definitely we cannot resolve, but I would provide an alternate option to get quick start on this AWS. Otherwise, we need to go through this class again, maybe. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. After this class, we can discuss. Okay. But I have shared the document as well, right? Have you gone through the document?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So the document also provides good amount of information. Okay. Just try to go through the document again. Um, okay, fine. Today also I need someone to share the screen because actually whenever I log into AWS account, right, so it asks for the code and that code goes to Akhil. So I couldn't log into AWS now. Let me check once. Give me a moment. I'm trying to open an AWS account. Maybe I will do one thing. So Karthik, if you are okay, please provide me your details, AWS account details. So I will try to log into your AWS account and then we can do the demo today. Okay.
Yeah, sir. Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So you can share the details in the WhatsApp. From there, I will write. I will enter in the AWS console.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So meanwhile, I will start sharing my screen. Okay. So this is AWS. Um, okay. Thanks, Karthik. Thanks for sharing. Let me quickly stop the screen share and reshare again. Okay. Karthik, it's asking for this key. Let me do one thing. Please share your screen. Let's try to create an IAM user. So that is also a kind of demo so that we can utilize that IAM user. So if okay, please share your screen. Then we can show how to create an IAM user.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. I'm checking.
Team, first let's see how what is IAM user and those details. Okay. So meanwhile, Karthik, you can just share your screen. Okay. So what is IAM? Okay. I have asked you to go through this concept side IAM. So have you gone through this IAM concept? IAM. Anyone?
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is IAM? What did you understand from the IAM?
IAM means identity access management.
Okay.
So identity means authentication, and access means authorization. Authorization.
Authorization. Yeah.
Yes,
Simple.
sir.
So always remember this thing. What is it's we might receive this question in this interview as well. So authentication versus authorization. So authentication means verifying. Let's say I'm Raviteja, right? So I'm say myself Raviteja, but authentication is to verify am I actually Raviteja or not. Okay, so that is authentication. Authorization means what does the privileges or the access does this Raviteja has. So what he can do in this platform in any environment, right, where he was permitted to. So that is authorization. Authentication means verifying your identity. Authorization means just restricting your access, kind of stuff. Okay, so just remember that you might receive that question. Okay, you can quickly share your screen, Karthik. So
Yes, sir.
why we need IAM is you need a manual you can share. So why we need IAM and all this, right? So identity access management. So in the real time, right, in the AWS accounts, right, you have different services. You know, right? You have seen different services: S3, Glue, Event, Lambda. So there are many services in the AWS. But what AWS did is like they provided an IAM role. I mean, they made sure that uh, every tool is secured. How they made sure every tool is secure is via this IAM roles only. So in the background, you need to specify. Let's say if someone, let's say think in simple way. Let's say if someone wants to enter your home, you need to give permission to it. Right. So if someone wants to enter your college, that person needs to have the permission. Right. Similarly, if someone like let's say CSC department and there are EC department, there is mechanical department. There are three different departments. Here, what AWS it is, if you wanted to go and access anything that related to ECE department, you need this IAM policy and you need to have this permission. Then only you can go and access this ECE department. Similarly for the mechanical department. So between the tools, right, between the services, S3, Glue, any services in AWS, if you want to communicate between these services, you need to have this IAM policy defined. Okay, so without these things, so you cannot do anything. So we can I'll show you what are the policies and how you are going to create policies and all those stuff. But without these things, you cannot do anything. Okay. Karthik, is it done?
No, sir. 1 minute, sir.
Okay. And first thing, how can you share your screen? So let me create Google Meet link with you. So that's the issue here. Without Google Meet, we cannot. Okay, so I'm sharing a Google Meet link, so please join there. Okay, so this is the Google Meet link. Okay. Yeah, as usual, like yesterday, you can just go log in to the Karthik. Uh, Team, you can see the screen, right? The Karthik is presenting now. You're able to see the screen, right? Okay, fine. Okay. So currently, what Karthik is doing is he's trying to log into this AWS account. Okay. Similar way, maybe you already created, right? I think you already created this AWS account, which we guided on the starting, right? So you can just log into the AWS account, and then I'll show you what to do next. Okay. Okay. So everyone is in the call. Fine. Okay. Good. Authentication failed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Stay there only. Stay there only. Acha, okay. Now, now is it fine? Just mute yourself in this Google Meet. That's it. Otherwise, I'm a screen recording. It won't happen. So that's why. Once if you know, you'll get flagged that you're not in the class. Okay.
Sir,
Kat, hmm.
unable to authenticate.
Your account is protected with a passkey or security key for MFA. So sign into a different account. Looks like you cancel the passkey. Okay. So yeah, that we can check and resolve, Karthik. Meanwhile, anyone has AWS account and anyone logged in from laptop so that we can utilize the AWS account for today's class? Anyone? Okay, fine. Any other people? No, 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 it will work. But actually, Karthik said right. Yesterday we set up some MFA, so that's why this MFA is not working. So that's why it was an issue. I also have this AWS account, but actually it was provided by the Skills Marathon. So that's why whenever I log in, the OTP goes to that Skills Marathon. Otherwise, I could have logged in and shown you. What to do? Wait, Karthik. Just give, your account is protected. Your authentication information is placed again. Just click on that. No, just click on that password again and just wait for that MFA. Let's see what it is asking in the MFA. Hmm? Now wait on the screen. Okay, wait. So your account is protected with a passkey or security key for multi-factor authentication. To finish sign in, follow the instructions from your browser. So in browser, it's saying nothing, right? Browser, nothing.
I
So
see.
it says
Uh,
passkey. Wait. Don't do anything, Karthik. Just for a
okay,
moment.
okay.
Just click on the trouble signing in. Trouble signing in. Come down. Hmm. Continue to sign in. Hmm. Where it's taking the same thing. Try to log in user incognito, Karthik once.
Sir?
Incognito. Try to log in. Copy this email address.
Okay.
Copy entire email address.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. Open incognito.
Sir?
Incognito.
Okay, new tab, right?
Control Shift N. Um, Control Shift N, Karthik.
Yes, sir. I will share it.
Just click outside of this box. Okay. So just click. Yeah. So Control Shift. Yeah. Now try to log in here. AWS console. No, it is okay. Sleepy. Continue. Array. I can give the password and sign in. Click use a different passkey. Click on use a different passkey. Use phone or something it says, right? Phone, tablet, or security key. Let's click on that and see. Mm, you do not have anything, right? Yesterday you haven't set up any such thing. Right? Cancel it. Let's try to give password and try to log in again. But how? Actually, earlier this feature is not there. Recently introduced. Without AWS account, how we can proceed today? Anyone, you have any credentials or something? Maybe you haven't set up any MF, right? So if you can share, then it's helpful, right? So we can quickly get started. And no one has set up the AWS account other than Karthik. Unable to authenticate. Okay. Okay. Authentication failed. Okay. So no one has AWS account. Then what to do? I'm not sure. Because I think Akhil as well. Akhil seems to be away. No one she can contact. Any cost for any AWS account. Without AWS account, we cannot do anything. Just give me a minute. I'm trying from my side. Using- But nothing is working out. Asks for the code. Um. Okay. Fine. So I think let's do this demo tomorrow. But today let's continue on what is lambda theoretical part. Okay. So tomorrow we can continue on other things. Okay. So Karthik, you can stop sharing. Team, we can disconnect from Google Meet and just continue out there. Okay. So we can continue from here. Okay. Um. Let's start. Okay. So today let's discuss on what is most important tools. Okay. So today let's I know anyway we are going to discuss on the theory part in the coming days, but that theory part let's cover today. Okay. From tomorrow we can do the practical sessions. Okay. So first thing I'll tell you what are the tools you need to learn in AWS. Okay. in the data engineering group. I'm just posting a message, so you can just go and see. Okay, so these are the skill sets you need to learn as part of data engineering. Okay, just post a screenshot in the data engineering group. Okay, so I hope you can see that. Okay, so there are, let's say there are, these are the many tools. I mean, mostly let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 plus 7. These are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So almost 20 tools. But you can ignore most of the tools. Let me tell you, as a fresher, right? You are a freshers, right? So you need to learn about S3, definitely. So S3, S3 we need to learn, okay, and Lambda for sure, okay, and IAM and SQS, SMS, Event Bridge, okay. These are the some small tools, okay. But the more important tools lies in EMR, okay, RTS, Blue, and Athena. Okay, these are the most important. I mean, most important and more useful tools. Okay, I think Redshift as well. Shift as well. Okay, if you are patient enough, then we will touch base all these things. DynamoDB. Okay, so all these things and optional. These are optional. Out of this, kinesis, all kinesis related step functions. Um, Airflow is important. Airflow is important. Step functions, quick site, code build. Mm, yeah. So these are the most important tools. So let me take this. You can see my screen, right? You guys can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this EMR also not that much important. Okay. So these are the most. These is silly tools. Okay. So the SQS, SNS are silly, very easy, very uh, easily understandable. But these are the most important tools. Okay. S3 Lambda, IAM, RDS, Glue, Athena, Redshift, DynamoDB, Airflow. These are the most important ones. And these till here, right? Till here, um, rest all optional. If you want to learn, you can learn. But I'm just telling that, okay? Maybe in future, if you wanted to learn or something, you can just learn these things. EMR, kinesis, kinesis for real-time data. Okay, step functions are for just orchestrating your jobs and all. But anyway, if you learn Airflow, you do not need any of these step functions and all. Mostly, you won't need it. Okay, quick set and all. But Airflow is a big concept here, very big concept. Airflow itself will take at least 1 month. I mean, if you're starting from the scratch, as you never heard of this orchestration tools, anything, right? Maybe you heard of Airflow, but you never heard of this orchestration tools and all, right? So it might take some good amount of time. But let's try to put as much as possible into Airflow as well. I mean, see, these step functions actually, as per the schedule, I think we need to continue on these step functions and all. Step functions and this Redshift. There is no DynamoDB, there is no Athena and all. So, but still, we can cover these topics because these are the most important topics. Okay, let's try to do projects, at least couple of projects on top of these tools. Okay, then you will be good enough. Like you will be good enough to give any sort of interview as per according to your experience. You can just go and give any interview. Okay, so let's try to focus on these tools. Rest of the tools like SNS, right? This is very simple notification service. So what happens is whenever something happened, you wanted to send a mail, that's it. Then you will create an SNS topic. Okay, and let's say you create an SNS topic, and I subscribe to that SNS topic. Then when anything happened, that message will be sent to this SNS topic, and SNS topic will send that message to all the emails that subscribe to that SNS topic. That's it. So you can open any Gmail, your Gmail, and just search for subscribe. You will see the subscribe there. You can search for unsubscribe as well. Okay, so that means it's a kind of SNS topic. Okay, so if you unsubscribe, you won't receive any mail. If you subscribe, if any there could be some mails, right, spam mails and all, they will ask you to subscribe to get the day-to-day activities or updates and all, right? If you subscribe to that email, then you will receive more updates, right? I mean, every day you will receive some noisy alerts and updates and all, right? So that subscription and unsubscribe model, that is what SNS is all about. Very simple. Event bridge means like whenever any event happen, let's say the moment any event, anything, any event, so any small event in AWS happens, then this event, right, this event will capture that event. Okay, this event, AWS events, we call it as event bridge. So this event bridge will capture that small event, and now you can decide what to do based on that event. Let's say someone put some file into some S3 bucket or something, then you can take that file and just process it, or you can read that file, you can do whatever. I mean, you can just send a mail, plain mail, saying that someone uploaded file to your S3 bucket, that's it, right? This is very basic thing we do in event bridge. Okay, so any small event, let's say your phone rang, like in phone also you can do some automations, right? If this happens, like you will set alarm. Why, how you are setting alarm? If my clock in my phone hits 6 a.m., then let's start the alarm. That's a event, right? That became that 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock is an event, and based on that event, you're scheduling your starting your alarm. The phone will start the alarm sound, right? So it's an event like that. So in AWS also there are many events. Everything is an event. Okay, everything is an event. So if you wanted to do anything based on that event, you can just go and do that using this event bridge. Okay, SKS. Let's say there are many messages. Okay, let's say this bank transactions and all. So in a particular day, let's say there are 100 messages or 100 transactions. Let's say 1,000 transactions happen. What you will do is you will just wait for all the 1,000 updates to be done. Then then at the night, you will put it into a queue. I mean, put it in somewhere, and then once everything is done, then you will start processing this queue. SKS means um, queuing service. So it's a kind of queue. Okay, so first come first serve we have, last come first serve also we have. So you will just have this all the updates done in the day. So you, in your account, let's say you done phone pay transaction, let's say 100 transactions in a day. Okay, so what is the most important transaction for that day? The last transaction which you did, right? Or you need the first transaction which you did in that day? No, right? So you need the latest transaction you done in that day, right? That only you can pick up that latest transaction, and you can just start acting on top of that. Okay, so those kind of things, SKS, SNS, even but they are very small things. Okay, so these things you can just Google and learn it as well. But we will definitely use it in our projects as well, but we do not need to deep dive much on these things. Okay, so we will deep dive only on these things. Okay, S3, lambda, IAM, and all. Okay, so now S3, maybe in yesterday's class you guys mentioned the screen is not visible. Maybe that's fine. If screen is not visible, still okay, just try to listen that class. Okay, then you will get some fair idea on these things. So um, actually that screen was being shared by Karthik, so that's why maybe the screen recording didn't capture it, but that's okay, fine. Let's try to listen that class, but still I'll try to find a way, or I will find some YouTube tutorial so that I will give you the link or something. Then you can just go through that thing again. Or otherwise, let's cover the same class again once we have the AWS access back. Okay, that's it. Now, let's see what is Lambda. Okay, in today's class, let's discuss on Lambda. But before that Lambda, I hope you have gone through this IAM policies. So, what is AWS IAM? I do not have any PPT prepared now, as this is unexpected theory class. Okay, so I know it's a bit boring to you, but be patient. Okay, these are very important concepts, and these are practical kind of scenario. Okay, so I think this is pretty nice. Okay, so this is an IAM. That means as I mentioning you, so IAM means, let's say Let's say you think you see here, right? You see here. So there are many people involved in an account in an organization. Okay, so there is an admin, there is a developer, there is a DevOps guy. For your information, DevOps means the moment you develop everything, right? So everything needs to be, let's say you developed a job, you developed an set of let's say set of things, you call it as anything, set of things. Okay, you build some five tools or something. So now these five tools should move from one place to, if you guys are aware of this environments, I'm not sure. There are three environments. Okay, one is dev. Okay, so environments in real time. Okay, so first one is development. So we will do all our development here. Okay, then we will move into staging. So we will do some kind of testing here, and then we will move into production. So you might have learned it, right? Listen this word, right? Production. So anywhere you go, you might have had this word production. Okay, so you will do development in this development account, and then testing in this staging account, and this production account you will deploy. So this is where your original code and all. So the codes, the things you see on the internet now, right? So it's almost everything is a everything is a productionized environment. Okay, so before putting it into your websites, right? Before you are able to access, right? They might have done so much of testing. There is this UAT testing. Okay, UAT testing. Maybe you can just Google it. What is UAT testing and all? So it's user acceptance testing. Okay, so they might have done so many testing and all these things. Okay, they might have created some thousand dummy users and tested their applications and all. Okay, so whatever you develop in the development environment. Whatever you do, staging means like kind of testing. Staging and UAT both almost same. Okay, so production means like once everything is fine, everything is working fine as expected, then you will move it to production. Okay, you might have heard your brothers or someone saying that today we have production, so I will be very busy, something like that, right? So production is that critical. So we will work very hard. So only for this production deployment only. Okay, so the moment you deploy into production, everything is fine, then that's it. You're done with your job. Okay, so these are the environments in the real time. Okay, now this DevOps guy will take care of those things, like moving from like you will develop in this development account, but you need to move to staging account next. Okay, let's say you have four AWS accounts, three AWS accounts. One AWS account is given for you only for development. Second AWS account will has given to you for only for testing purpose. I mean, you can just go and test it, or however you want to. But third account was given to you only for production account. Okay, in a production account you are not going to do anything as a developer, as a data engineer. You are not going to do anything. Only there is this operations team. So operation team will go and take care of the things in the production account. Okay, so those things will be taken care of by this DevOps. You can just simple Google it, like how the environments work and all. So you will get to know more things. Okay, so ideally you should have known this, but yeah, that's okay. Just go and search it. Okay, so there will be admins. Admins has the most privileges, highest privileges in any organization. As you know, right? In your college, if you have any issue in username and password something, then you will go to admin block, right? So that admins has the highest privilege in the AWS. In any organization. Okay, developers who develops new services, new tools, new artifacts in the sense new things. Like let's say I want there is a team, they need something so that they can utilize that tool and build their applications, right? The tool itself we call it as artifacts. So kind of artifacts. Okay, these developers will develop them, and this DevOps team, right? DevOps means development plus operation team. So they will take this development environment and put it to operations. I mean, operation in the sense like production environment. Okay, and there could be an app as well, my app. So it could be an app as well, and there could be user as well. Okay, user as well, different things. But what happens is in with the help of this IAM is ident access management. So it will manage the access for you. It will manage the access. Let's say I build an application and I do not want any one of you, like we six people or seven people, right? We seven people will come and work on under only one AWS account. Fine fine under same AWS account we are going and working. Fine. Then let's say we are working on two different accounts. From the second account, if someone is trying to access anything in the first account, it will never allow you to do that. I mean, forget about the second account. The same account, let's say you're in S3 and you're in Lambda. Okay, from Lambda you're trying to do something in S3, then it will fail definitely. Why? Because you are by default you are not allowed to do from service to service. Okay, you need to define your IAM policy. Think in this way. So you need to go and log in, right, in your company or something. So you need to swipe in. You need to swipe in. That means by default you're not allowed to swipe in, right? You need to go and get the permission with the admin team and all. Then only you will be able to log into that, go into that office, right? Same like your college as well. Without ID card, are you allowed to go to your college? No, right? Similarly here, without IAM policy, no service will be able to communicate with the other service. Why this communication is needed between two services, let's say S3, Lambda and all, right? So the moment someone lands your file into S3, okay, someone puts some file into S3, the moment the file lands, then Lambda needs to know that, okay, someone put the file and Lambda needs to send some mail to you. Okay, so let's say tomorrow, Anusha wanted to know that, okay, someone is going to send the money. Fine. Someone is going to send the money to her. Okay. She keeps on checking her mobile every 2 seconds, every 2 minutes, every 1 minute. She keeps on checking. So she will get exhausted after 30 times, right? After checking for 30 times. So she do not want to do that. So what she wanted to do is, the moment someone sends the money, that person won't call me. That's a scheduled transaction. The person won't call me that your money is credited. No, someone won't do that. The moment money is credited to your account, if someone calls you, then it's a benefit. It's a easy, right? Compared to you checking every 1 minute whether the money is credited or not, right? It's better way. Similarly, if this in real time there will be use case. Currently I'm working in that similar use case. There is a distributor, like you have these cars and all, right? Like cars and all. So this Tata cars and all. So these cars, right? What happens is, the cars, like let's say in an like what we call, in an area, let's say in a Hyderabad, total how many cars are sold and how many cars are in inventory. Okay, let's say there are 100 cars delivered. This from the central location, they send 100 cars to the this service center or this like outlet. So where you can go and buy these cars, right? So send 100 cars. So out of 100 cars, only 40 cars got sold and 60 cars still in the inventory, right? So this is the output. So I'm in let's say I'm in Delhi. Okay, so I wanted to know how many cars are sold in Hyderabad today, how many cars are still in the inventory. Okay, I need to know that. Then how can I know that? I cannot call them and ask them, hey, how many cars sold every 1 minute live updates. No. What happens is, at the end of the day, this team, right, this Hyderabad team will calculate entire calculation, how much amount the car got sold, what is the benefits we given them, how much profit we gain. So all this kind of stuff, they will do all the calculation and they will send the file to me. Okay, file to me. I cannot keep on checking when they are going to send the file, and I cannot ask them to call me the moment you send the file. No, it's not the right way of communication. So what they will do is, they will send the file to me. Okay, the moment the file is landed in S3, because S3 we store, we know that S3 is simple storage service. So that's a storage service. The moment file is landed in S3, so you will read that file and find the number of cars sold, the amount we made on that day, that the transactions we made on that day. So how many are card transactions, UPI transactions? I know UPI transaction not possible when you're buying a car, but yeah, just think in that way. So how many type of transaction, how much amount of money you earn, profits and all, right? So these kind of things we need to see. That's a use case I'm working on. I put it in a very simple way, but in the real time it's a bit complex. Okay, so how many cars are moved out of that inventory? How many cars are still in the inventory? So that movement data and inventory data we are working on. So the moment the files lands in the S3, right? That S3, I need to know. I need to know the moment file lands in S3. So how I will get to know? Someone needs to tell me. Who is going to tell me? Either it will be via event bridge. Okay, event, because putting a file there is an event. So that would be via event bridge, or the moment file is put, then Lambda can notify us, okay, there is someone sent the file to you, something. Lambda can notify us, right? So these type of events and all. But in order to Lambda to communicate with S3, Lambda should have the permission. Lambda should have the permission. And this S3, right? S3 to communicate with the Lambda, it should have the permission. By default, the permission is not allowed. I'm not allowing. I'm not allowing. AWS will never allow by default you communicate with others. You behave like a stranger. That's what AWS says. But the moment you have some um, necessity or need with the other tools, then you create an IAM role. IAM role, IAM policies we call it as. IAM role means, let's say I told just now we discussed, right? Karthik was trying to log into his account, but I do not have any account. Karthik was successfully logged into his account. Now I wanted to utilize Karthik's account. So I asked Karthik to give his user ID and password. But Karthik feels that okay, I couldn't give like if he gives that user ID and password, that means I have the top level access to that account. Right? You know, right? So anyone of you out of your file, if I ask anyone about the user ID and credentials, I will have the top level access for your account. Right? But you do not want to give that access. Then what you can do is you can go and create a role for me. You go and create an IAM role for me. That IAM role will I will use that IAM role and use that account. Okay? Similarly, maybe you might have faced in your let's say let's say in your academics something somewhere you might have faced this thing. So where you will get some user ID and password, right? User ID and password, that you with the help of that user ID and password you will go and log into that website or application whatever may be, and then utilize the services there. But you will never get the admin level access to that, right? You will always get the user ID and password. That's a kind of role given to you, right? You are a student was given a student role, teacher will given as a teacher role, right? That. So similarly, here is IAM will help you to specify the policies to the each let's say Ashish. So here let's say the image says here Ashish needs access to this AWS account. But what it will do is IAM will create a role, okay, so that Ashish can utilize this role, assume this role, and connect to this AWS account and do whatever he wanted to do. Okay, then he will log out from that AWS account. Okay, the next time if he comes again, he needs to use the same IAM role. Okay, maybe you see this skills marathon, right? So this you're trying to log in. At first you do not have anything, but someone created user ID and password to you. Maybe this people who invented this skills marathon has the admin level access, but you do not have that admin level access. If you observe clearly, I was able to share my screen, but you are unable to share your screen. Why? Because you do not have that access to share the screen. I have the access to share the screen, right? I have the access to record the screen, but you do not have that access. Like the difference, there is a difference. I'm a tutor, so I have a tutor level access. You are a student, you have a student level access. I cannot access your recordings, which I recorded. I only did the started the recording, but I couldn't access those records. And you never started the recording, but you were able to access the recording. So that's what the difference is. Okay, so different roles. You are a student, I'm a tutor. So different roles. I need to provide different access. I couldn't give this screen share access, like this recording access and all to you. So that's why I differed in the roles. That's why they differed the roles. They gave me as a tutor role and you as a this student role, and they gave some user ID and password. So whenever you log in, you will have some only few things that you can do. But my side, I can do extra things, like I can create a course, I can upload a file, right? I can upload a file. Only your side you can just, maybe you're unable to download, but maybe in some cases you might be able to download, right? That differences based on the roles, we can make it. So all these things will be done using this IAM role. Okay, IAM role only. So if admin needs all access, you will get all access. Ashish needs only restricted access. Ashish will be given restricted access. Developers will be given their relate their respective access. Same DevOps, same applications as well. Application nothing but next service or an application. So they will give their related access. So in that way, this IAM will help you to restrict the access between. Let's say if someone wanted to access it, so you are never going to allow it. If you're unless you're okay, you trusted that service, then only you're going to allow the access. Okay, so that's what this IAM will do. Okay, so simple. Tomorrow let's try to see practicals. Okay, then you will understand more things on this, but for today this is the concept. Okay, now let's see lambda. I told you, right? Lambda means let me show you. Okay, so is there anything related to lambda? Lambda is a short-lived tool. Okay, so it's a microservices lambda. Where is lambda? There is nothing. Lambda. Hope you guys are getting things clear. Oh, this is very bad. AWS Lambda. Okay. I hope this is bit clear. Um, so it should be quiet. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is AWS Lambda's architecture. So what is Lambda? First thing, and the first thing, what is Lambda? Lambda is kind of like, if you think, um, someone someone who is maybe your friend or your relative or someone, small child, right? That small child will help you whenever you want to do something. You'll ask that child, like whenever you go somewhere, you will take that child, right? That small kid is like, your like, any small things you wanted to do, you will ask that small kid, right? If you want a glass of water, you will ask that small kid to go and bring the water, right? Maybe he brings, or he not, it depends. But yeah, that small kid will you utilize for everything, right? Many of the things, like, so this lambda is that kind of thing. Okay, so in AWS, if you wanted to anything, lambda is very cheap. Okay, by the way, lambda is very very cheap. If you wanted to anything, any small thing, okay, then you will go and use this lambda. Simple. Lambda is, again, if you think in lambda, so lambda is kind of a virtual machine. Again, it's a laptop or a machine working under the hood. But what happens is, the moment you wanted to trigger any event based action, anything you wanted to, like, let's say you wanted to process an S3 file, the ncsv file, parquet file, anything, to trigger lambda. Lambda will take care of it. But there is one more tool called glue. Okay, so glue, you head up the spark cluster, like spark and all. So those things will be taken care by glue. So glue, nothing but AWS provided glue. So there's two things here. So EMR and AWS glue. First, let's discuss on what is EMR. So before let's try to understand the difference between, because this is one of the asked question in the interviews. Okay, so EMR versus glue versus lambda. Okay, so let's go and see the image. Some architecture diagram I wanted to see. Seems like no. Okay, fine. Okay, so if you see, okay, see, simple design case. So all will do same set of things, same thing, ETL. Okay, all will do ETL, but they're designed for different use cases. First use case, glue. Glue job can run for maximum 48 hours. That's it. So if you have a task that lasts for 48 hours, I mean, before 48 hours, maybe 45, 46, 47, something, then go with this glue job. Okay, or if you have a task that will run for less than 15 minutes, event driven, like something, let's say, if something happens, I need to do this something. If one thing, if let's say, if someone sends the money, I need to make a call to that person, right? Something, some event based, event driven transactions, anything that related to that, based on event. If this happens only, then I will do this, that event based, event driven. Okay, then you can go and use this 15 this lambda. But here we need to notice, lambda might run only for 15 minutes. Okay, max 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, maybe 1 second, no, it will fail. Lambda will definitely fail. Okay, lambda will be fail. But in case of glue job, it won't fail. You can run beyond 15 minutes. After 15 minutes till 48 hours, if anything that's going to run post 48 hours, then this will fail. And you can ask me, what is glue job? What is glue? First thing, what is glue? Glue is nothing but, we discussed about spark cluster, right? That's what we discussed for the last 20 days. Spark cluster, executor memory, driver memory, many things we discussed, right? So what these guys did is, like AWS is, you do not worry about your cluster. Okay, do not worry about your cluster size, or the things you need to install in the cluster. Just give me the details, that's it. I will install the cluster for you. I will spin up the cluster for you, and I will install the required libraries for you. Maybe I need Python, right? I need Python, I need Java. Maybe in future I want some JavaScript. Let's say it's not possible, but let's say, then let's ask this AWS to that. That's it. If you ask AWS to that, I need JavaScript in my cluster. That's it. AWS do will take care of it. I need these many resources. AWS will take care of it. I need these many executors, these many memories, these many CPU. This is the customer configuration I need to have. Then this glue job will take care of this. This glue will take care of it. Glue is, they already provided the Spark and all. They installed Spark and all. Just you will go and write your code. That's it. You do not need to worry about any infrastructure. It's serverless. Glue is kind of serverless, but in the background, server is there. The moment I say serverless, it doesn't mean it's a serverless. In the background, server will be there, but you do not need to worry about the servers. Glue will take care of it. AWS will take care of the servers for you. If any one of the mission got failed, you do not need to worry about that. So AWS will going to take care of that. Okay, so it's a kind of serverless. Coming to EMR, elastic map reduce. Elastic map reduce. So it's a long run. Let's say if the job is going to run for, let's say, days and days, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, you can do it via EMR. Okay, maybe some monitoring, some watcher job. It's going to watch this S3, and it needs to watch this S3 for every day. You never know that when that person going to send the file, you wanted to watch that. So that some kind of files, jobs that going to run, keep on running. That's it. As long as this system exists, it needs to run. Those kind of jobs you can go and do it. Okay, and also long running big data jobs. So it's not recommendable to go with glue job if it's the job runs more than, let's say, not even 1 hour. Maybe never, maybe if you're okay, you can go it, but it depends on the organization. But mostly if it's running for more long time, then always better to go with EMR. So what is EMR? First is, in glue, AWS is managing everything for you, all the infrastructure for you, all the cluster for you, all the cluster size. In case of any issue with the cluster, it will take care of it. But EMR, you need to take care of your cluster and all. You need to install whatever you wanted to install it. You need to go and install it. You need to bootstrap it. Okay, you need to take care of your cluster as well. You have the control, but it's not kind of a burden for you. You can, it's kind same time burden, at the same time it's a control as well. You gain your control over your resources. Let's say there are 10 nodes or something, 10, 50 nodes or something. So you'll go and utilize those nodes and build a cluster out of this. And now you utilize that cluster and run all your task works and on top of that, right? So this EMR is kind of a server is in your control. You will decide which one to be installed, which one not to be installed, what are the things you wanted to install, everything. You can have all the controls. Like if you want Windows, go with Windows operating system. If you want to go with Linux, go with Linux operating system. It's up to you. But in glue you cannot do that. You can only go and do coding there. It's already taken care by this AWS. You do not need to go, you do not have that control. AWS will take care of that control. But AMR, you have that control. Which OS you wanted to have, you go and decide. Which size you need to have, go and decide. You just pin up with your own hands, right? So that's what this EMR will do. And you can do this is the design use cases. Lambda is short lived, very short lived, 15 minutes. If someone asks you, you need to immediately, it should strike that Lambda is short lived for 15 minutes. That's it. So glue is lived for 48 hours. But EMR is kind of a server, where you can manage the servers. I can manage the OS in the server, but in glue I cannot manage it. So those things you can just remember. Okay, and just coming to this process flex. So schedule event driven on demand, right? So that means this glue job, right? This glue job, you can run it via schedule as well. Schedule means every day, let's say at 6 o'clock, you wanted to run this job, run a job. Maybe in you will get to know these things once you get to know the real time use cases, scheduling. So you can go and schedule it, it will run. Okay, or event driven. If something happens, you can still go and trigger your glue job. Okay, but mostly we will go with the Lambda only. But if it's not possible via Lambda, then let's go and trigger this glue job. Still, you can do that event driven. If some event happens, then only this glue job will go and run. Okay, on demand. On demand. This glue job is on demand. So whenever you wanted to run it, you can just there is a console. Just go there and just click on run. That's it. So on demand. Whenever you want, you can just go and do it. Okay? This is the process flexibility. Okay. Now EMR job. EMR job is internal, schedule, serverless event option. Okay. So if you wanted to schedule EMR job, you can go and do it. Okay, if you wanted to have external application that can come and schedule this run the jobs in EMR, you can still do that. Okay, in EMR you can do that kind of stuff as well. Okay, but now let's come to Lambda. But EMR is not that much important, because as a data engineer you need to worry about your clusters as well, cluster configuration and all. But mostly you won't be allowed to do anything on EMR, because if someone comes and asks you, hey, you go and set up your own EMR cluster, then what you will do? You'll go and set up some 100 GB cluster, even though your job is running for only 10 GB. You'll go and set 100 GB. Then that maybe you company's profit will go into this infrastructure cost. Okay, so there will be no profit. So that's why they'll take this EMR things and all will be taken care by admins. All you need to do is just go and utilize that AMR. How you are going to utilize and all, you need to learn. But mostly I believe you won't get that much chance to work on this EMR. Okay, Lambda. Lambda may more than Glue, you are going to work on Lambda. I'm pretty sure about that. Lambda. See, it's an event trigger. It's a schedule based. See, again, it's same thing. If this happens, this event happens. If file lands, I'm going to trigger Lambda. If clock hits 6 o'clock, I'm going to trigger Lambda. Right? Event driven and schedule as well. Both things. And now scalability. So as of ETL jobs, as for ETL jobs, Spark process. So it's not understandable, but scalability in the sense like Glue job, right? So it's auto scalable. So you do not need to worry about your cluster size at all. So just go and run your job. That's it. You'll be asked about some like cluster small like missions, right? You have missions. Do you want ISON mission? You want I5 mission? You want I3? The type of mission, just select. Oh, okay, that's it. But rest will be taken care by this glue itself. So if you want 10 nodes, it will give you the 10 nodes, 10 missions. If you want only one mission, it will give you the one mission. Like it's automatically scaled up. You can decide minimum I need these many things, but maximum I need these many missions. But you can decide. But mostly it's automatically scalable. You do not need to worry about that. But EMR jobs, you still have this serverless option. Okay, in EMR also you have this serverless option, but there you need to mention some auto scaling rules and all. So you need to mention, okay, I need 5. That means it will run only 5 instances for you. Again, it's also can scale up and down. You can also increase above 5, but minimum you set 5, then it will run for at least 5 missions. Or if you set maximum 10 missions, even though it requires more than 10 missions, it won't go beyond that. It will do the job, try to do the job with the 10 missions only. Okay, so lambda Lambda is very scalable, high scalable. Okay, so at max Lambda can be run for 10,000 invocations. In the sense, in the same time, in the 1 second, 10,000 lambdas can run to complete one task, or 10,000 lambdas can run in parallel. There is no 10,000 is the limit for lambdas. Okay, after 10,000, if you're trying to do it, then this first lambda, right, it will get throttled in the sense it will get failed, it will get revoked, it will get stopped. Okay, so that's lambda. And if you go to this preferences, it's glue job means ETL batched, ETL side. Okay, so glue job is ETL, extract, transform, and load. Okay, and this EMR is for like it's also for ETL only, but just that you need uh, you need to take care of this servers and all. That's it. More control over your cluster. That's it. Lambda, simple, event based. Anything you want to do based on event, you just go with this lambda. Okay, let's see pricing. Pricing means glue job, right? So glue job is high, definitely high, because everything is, let's say, you do not need to worry about your infrastructure. AWS will worry that infrastructure for you. Will worry about your infrastructure. AWS will take care of that worriness. You do not need to worry. You just need to go and use it. That's it. Ready application, right? Software as a service. Just go and use it. But EMR is kind of a IaaS, infrastructure as a service. So you'll just go there and use infrastructure. That's it. And top of that, you will build an application. But in case of Groove, it's a software, already software available. Just go and use the software as it is. Just code it and use it. But in case if you come to Lambda, it's very dead cheap. That's why we told you mostly if your task is going to complete in within 50 minutes, it's always recommendable to go and use Lambda. It's very dead cheap. Okay, almost I think one lambda will cost you 0.00001 dollars. I think 1 paisa or 0.1 paisa something, some $0.1 $1 something. So it's very cheap, dead cheap. So that's why out of these three, mostly you need to learn about this lambda and glue job. Okay, so lambda is very cheap. if that's that cheap, right? So you are going to use it. But if that's not possible to go and use the lambda, but lambda has its own limitation. Okay, lambda will come with less amount of memory, but blue job will come some more amount of memory, and EMR also comes with more amount of memory in the sense, like I told you about the missions, right? All this glue, EMR, lambda work on top of a mission only. So everything that you see in AWS, right, most of the processing units will work on top of a missions only, but that missions need some memory, RAM, ROM, and all, right? So those things in lambda it's very less, so it's bit limited, because they are suggested if you have any small task, go and use lambda. If you have a large task, don't, it's not suggestible to go and use the lambda. Go with the glue, either go with EMR, or find any other option and use it, but do not use the lambda. So that's why they put some more restrictions. You see, max 10 GB, that's it. If the file is more than 10 GB or anything that's greater than 10 GB, lambda won't be able to take care of it. But in case of glue and EMR, they can take care. Still, it's 100 GB, they can take care. 1 TB, they will take care. They'll take care any amount of data, but lambda won't be able to do that. Okay, so lambda is dead cheap. So glue is bit costlier than lambda. EMR is bit less because it depends on the mission you're going to select. Let's say you select an i3 mission. i3 mission is very less cost, right, compared to i7 mission. So then by selecting those kind of missions, you will reduce the cost. Okay, so that's a few details about lambda. In RDS Redshift, we will cover in coming days. DynamoDB. DynamoDB is nothing but key value pairs. Um, let's say no, I'll show you some examples coming to the on DynamoDB classes. But yeah, just for now, the concepts which we cover, right? S3, lambda, IAM, glue, and what else? EMR. Just try to grab some knowledge on these things. Do not worry. Do not worry about the theory class. Okay. So theory, it's very boring, I'm pretty sure. And theory, you won't learn much things. Only in the real time. This AWS, right? If you try to do in the real time, then only you will get to know the things better. Otherwise, you will never get to know the things better. Okay. That's why do not worry about these things. Just try to grab what I mentioned, right? Maybe you do not want to go to this recording again. Just do not go to. Just go and search in the Google. What is lambda? What is EMR? What is glue EMR lambda? Just go and search. What is S3? What is IM? That's it. So just try to search these things in Google and just to try to get used to those technologies and words we use in this kind of tools. That's it. Tomorrow, let's. I hope we will definitely start a practical. Okay, then we will see what is IAM, what is lambda. Tomorrow class mostly on IAM and mostly IAM rules and this lambda only. Okay, mostly these things S3, IAM, lambda, and event. On top of these four tools, right? Let's try to build some small demo. That's it. The moment file lands, how I'm going to trigger a lambda, and with the lambda, what I'm doing to. Am I sending SMS notification? I will send that SMS notification to everyone. Like the moment file someone lands that file, we will go and send that notification to you. So like how we are going to do that? I mean, because this is one of the use case I'm working in my current project, so that's why I wanted to showcase this project to you. Once that is done, then let's see. This lambda needs to go and trigger a glue job and ask Gujav to go and process this file which just landed now, right? Then find the insights out of that file, like that. So we will try to keep on increasing those things. Okay, so we will do in the coming classes, but for now you just go to these theory classes, and you can ask me. So you're directly going to the practical. I mean, today it's not possible, so that's why we haven't gone to the practical. But in the coming class, if it's, we will mostly concentrate on the practical only. We are not going to concentrate on the theory. Okay, theory part I'm leaving it to you. So how you are going to learn, it's not bother me. Okay, just go and learn it. That's it. There are many YouTube tools available. There are many online websites available. Just go and read it. That's it. Theoretical, it's up to you, but practical, I will take care of that. But at the practical time only, I will try to explain you what is this, what is that, everything. But just if you come up with some good knowledge or theoretical knowledge on it, it's really helpful. If not, still okay. Let's try to learn it together in the practical sessions. Okay, that's it for today's class. You guys has any doubts or anything, then you can quickly discuss. Hello.
Yeah, no, no doubts.
Okay, then that's fine. Just try to come up learn these things. Okay, so tomorrow onwards, let's try to, I'll somehow today get this sorted. Okay, this AWS issue, then tomorrow onwards we can quickly start on the practical sessions. Okay, that's it for
Yes.
today's class. If no doubts, we can wind up.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Bye.